So how has this new experience for you been, in now having not only a brewery, but I mean you have a full, thank you, like a full, you have a full-on kitchen, like it's a restaurant.
Yeah, it's the whole process was a lot different than just opening up the brewery in general, just because.
Ooh, I get it.
Number one, just having that much more people that were we only did this because we had people that were, I'm going to thank you. We had people that were experts at doing that. We brought on a great chef. We brought on a guy that was the not an event planner, but he was the director of banquets and catering at Signature Brand. We couldn't have done that before. So we even when we opened, we knew that our first thoughts were like, because people ask, why don't you open a kitchen? Why don't you do food? Because we want to first figure out how to open a brewery first. Not open two separate business. And that's what we're learning. It really is. It's not an addition. It's a separate business. And it's almost three separate businesses when you add the banquet component, the private events. And again, because we have so many different people that can handle that, and but we're able to be. It's weird because we're less hands-on because we can't possibly be as hands-on as we're already doing so many things. It's different. It's different for sure. You got to put your faith in people, and it's definitely been made easier because we have really good people doing what we need to do.
I've noticed that you have, I mean, it is, the feel is much different over here. It's much more of that kind of, it's a little more restaurant. I don't know if it's just because it's today and this event, but, everyone kind of is more involved into the, behind the food and
you mean
and
as
that
far
whole
as like the
aspect.
presentation or
just everything, like everyone's really on board in making it, that experience.
Yeah, I think mostly because that's the focus of the staff that's here. That's what they're doing. We brought on really passionate people and a lot of experience in doing that. So, and they're all excited. It's something they've been working on for so long. So it's like, we can finally share it with people. We can finally do what we do, and we've been eating this food and trying and excited, and so I think they're ready.
They're ready.
They're ready
to unleash upon the masses.
Yes. Hopefully.
So will people be able, when they're just here normally drinking a beer, they'll be able to just grab whatever they want? They'll have to come over here and get it, or can they order from the bar, or what's the logistics going to be like?
It'll be, so an important thing for us was to not make it change the vibe of the place, which was like, we don't want people to come in here and go, oh my God, they have food I have to eat. I have to be out of my seat in a half hour. I have to, we don't want it to be any different other than we have the food. So if you wanted to actually, if you want to eat, you can eat. If you don't want to eat, if you want to come just eat, you can do that. So by doing that, we want it to be extremely casual. They can come and they actually order. Like basically, it's like a food truck came in here and parked. So they come up, they order it, and we'll actually have some sort of pager system. They'll have that. When the food's ready, they'll come up and get it. Whether or not if one day we have a table, I don't know. We'll ever change it. But right now, we're trying to keep it extremely casual, extremely we don't want to change the atmosphere of what we have. We have something that we like and people seem to enjoy. We just thought, one, we thought the food trucks were going to have to go away just because we had a restaurant coming into here and that was a potential issue with that.
So is that not going to happen? Are food trucks still coming, or?
I don't. For events. Okay. I think with this becoming there is more restaurants, I think there was starting to be pressure from other people, and I guess rightly so. People came and they set up. They didn't want someone having a food truck pull up. They're paying rent, I guess.
Right.
So we kind of wanted to beat it to the punch. And again, once we felt like we had a firm grasp of doing that, bring on some people that can do it. But yeah, it's gonna be super. Like you walk up, you get it, go back to your seat.
So do you think the kitchen is now going to change in any way how you are producing beers? Because I know you're already a very culinary focused brewery, and now you actually have a kitchen on site. Do you think that'll bring any new ideas?
Oh yeah, I think so. I mean, just having a chef here makes you have new ideas. He's incredible, and and even before it was him, it was just friends that I knew that were chefs. So you can bounce off like flavor combinations, and they'll tell you, oh, you know what works really good with orange fennel. And you're like, oh shit, you know. So now having that in the kitchen and seeing them, especially because they're gonna do a lot of daily specials. So it's not like they just have the kitchen and I know roasted tomatoes go with this kind of cheese. They're gonna come in and have these cool spices, and then I'll be able to taste the spice and go, holy shit, that'll work with this. Or pairing. I mean, you know, I'm excited, John's excited, just because we are so culinary focused. Not only brewing new beers, but it gets in your head how to pair different beers, and we'll be able to do really cool beer dinners. And I was just talking to the chef like right before I talked to you, and I said, he was like, oh, you gotta come in here and get work in the kitchen. I was like, yeah, I'll chop onions. He's like, no, you gotta make a dish. I'm like, fuck no. He's like, no, we'll fix it. We'll make it better.
We'll fix it.
He's like, yeah.
That's like what you tell. You're like, oh, your kid. You're like, okay, that's fine.
It's okay, baby. Yeah, and no, he just knew that, like, because he knew I'm not. That's intimidating, especially when you work with someone who's that good at what they're doing.
Right.
I said, fine, and you're coming to brew with me, so it's going to be cool to be able to work and learning new stuff as far as different flavors.
So that'll be a new world for him too. Also, to be able to go into an environment where it's like, yeah, you're being creative culinarily, you know, brewing beer, which, you know, it is a culinary type, it's a food stuff. To say, okay, come out of the kitchen, do this. You're gonna go back and forth, and
he's using our spent grains. He'll use, so a lot of times we'll do. Let's say we're using the raspberries for fire in the hole with the habaneros. He'll take like essentially our spent raspberries and habaneros, and maybe make that into some type of jam or a vinaigrette or something like that. But yeah, he's as excited as we are, just because not only just from the learning aspect of getting to learn and see it. They're both, you know, you brew and you like to cook and so it's the same thing. You know? So if you can make a soup, you can make a beer. Maybe not great at either, but you know.
I was saying, you can always make a beer. It might not be good, but it'll be beer.
Exactly.
So, what would you recommend? Like, what's your favorite dish thus far that
he makes?
That's available right now. I don't want to skew your kitchen in any way, but.
Oh, track that one off. He didn't like it. He's from South Carolina, so he's definitely like and a lot of our food is very Southern inspired. There's chicken and biscuits or chicken and gravy.
Oh yeah, which is
awesome. So like for a simple dish, and I can eat like a trough of them, just the shishito bars. You know, he's not even just such a good bar snack, because then you get like every 10 of them is like super hot, and the peanuts. Burger is fantastic. It's the best veggie burger I've ever had, and I love veggie burgers. It's unbelievable. I love, actually my go-to is something that he took from his other place that I eat all the time. He took certain semblances of it. Is the beet salad. It's a beet, like I don't know if you tried it.
Oh, the pecan goat cheese? Yeah.
So good, especially when it's warm. So I would say that. It's probably my favorite. Which we just did a beet beer the other day. It's not very good. It's not very good.
What were you trying for?
So I just wanted to use beets because I wanted to have I wanted the color. So it was like fuchsia. And the color was phenomenal, and the flavor was good. It had this really earthy quality, but I did it with Carolina Reaper peppers. And it was just pure fire. And it was like, you're like, and not like with the fire in the hole, it's cool because it has like this really nice like tart and sweet, and then it lingers a little bit and gets hot. This one was just like, earthy, a little sweet, and oh god. So
it's a little unbalanced for you even.
And then one of the chefs is actually like, oh, this is great, if you could save me some so I can cook with it. I'm like, I'll save
You're like, we have barrels and barrels.
No, luckily we only did like one little
a pilot? Okay.
Yeah.
You throw out the whole big system and you're like,
No. I actually just took the blonde ale and I just treated it, and I was like, this would be fun to play around with. We called it Murder at Shrimp Farms if you're an Office fan. So,
beets and hot peppers. Well,
yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Well, thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome.